Good morning. It's Friday, January 13th, 2023. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Wudang Qigong. We have the advanced sets this morning, 10 through 18, and advanced practice. And I'm going to talk about advanced practice. We're going to do a little bit. It's going to be a short class this morning, and I'll give you the understanding for that in just a little bit. That's part of class this morning, actually. It's scheduled for 7 o'clock, and it's 8 o'clock, and it's after 8 o'clock, and she's just now getting started. There's part of that which is directly related to what we want to do in practice, which is to quiet the mind. That sense of be quiet. Right? We cultivate that. We want that quiet in our practice. We want it in the muscles, we want it in the way that we move, we want it in the breath. We want that sense of quiet, persistent rhythm, and for the breath, right? That quiet, persistent rhythm for the breath, for the heart, and to be able to listen to ourselves and to what's going on around us without necessarily participating in it. There's times when we want to participate, there's times when we just, I can be an observer today, right? That combination requires that we have the ability to let go of whatever it is that's cluttering the mind. Okay, so if the mind is not quiet, the body can't be quiet. If the body's not quiet, the mind won't be quiet either. The two connect to each other intrinsically, so that as we're moving, the way that we think about our movements, the ideas that we have in mind, what are those thoughts? What are we paying attention to? The intent behind all contribute to whatever we're doing. If those elements are not present, if I'm not thinking about what I'm doing, if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, if I don't have any intent behind what I'm doing, if my mind is so cluttered with other thoughts, distractions, something that is not part of what I'm trying to cultivate in my practice, how can I practice? Can't. So, that's why I'm late today. Put the coffee down. I still have, right, several things going on that are difficult. I'm gonna stop with that. I'm talk about more philosophical things another time, and they affect my practice. So yesterday was not such a great day, and when I got up this morning to get ready for class this morning, still not such a great day. What am I going to do with that? What am I going to do with that? What did I do with that? For me, one of the techniques, okay, lots of techniques, this is just one. One of the techniques is to acknowledge, yes, this is a problem. I don't acknowledge that it's a problem, it just gnaws. Acknowledge that it's a problem. I'm going to observe, hey, what is going on? What's the situation? What do I need to pay attention to? Right? And as I do that, I can now start to form an opinion. What can I do? How can I address whatever this is? Right? Then I can make some decisions. Then I can take action. What's my action? In this case, this morning, my action was to think about what was going on, to enunciate, talk about my thoughts. If I were recording so that my words could be transcribed, what would I say? In some cases I am recording, actually, like right now I'm recording. What would I say? What would I say? And as I put those thoughts into form, now instead of some feeling, it just not comfortable with me, something's going on, what am I, right? I've recognized the feeling, I understand where it's coming from, I took a look at what my thought process is for paying attention to it. Why am I concerned? Well, I have some serious concerns. There are some things that are a problem, more than a problem, and I'm not sure how it's going to be resolved. And what can I do about it? This morning, I can't do anything. Seriously, I can't do anything. I have to know it's a problem, understand what the problem is, recognize what I can and cannot do. Okay? It's pending. It's all pending right now. And is there anything I can do about it? Not right now. Maybe more in the future, but not right now. All right, so what am I going to do right now? It took me about, I'm getting about 2 hours in to get to the point where I was feeling ready to come here in this room, turn on the cameras, and start teaching. I did. Now, why did it take me that long, and why am I here, and all of that? This class, from the time I started it, this 7 a.m. class, from the time I started it, has been and continues to be my teaching. What have I learned? And of what I have learned, how can that help someone else? Right? I don't make any pretense to know everything there is to know about anything. I don't. I don't. You can follow me along, you will know that I do not pretend to know anything I don't know. And I'm the first one to say, I don't know about that. What I do know about is quite a bit. I've done quite a bit of work on myself, in my teaching, my writing, that has, I hope, value beyond, well, Terry studied this, right? I went looking for a system of knowledge that I could learn and continue to learn for my entire life. That's what I went looking for. Found it. I found it. Now, the internal arts. Tai Chi, Xing Yi, Bagua, Qigong, sword. All of the outward practices are part of what we do. All of the inward practices, also part of what we do. And that combination of more depth, that it's not just the physical, let's move the arms and legs, that depth, and trying to integrate that knowledge into practice is what's kept me practicing for all these years, and it's why I'm here. All right, that's what helped me let go of what was stopping me from walking into this room. Seriously, I tried a couple of times and I just, I'm going back out. Not ready yet. Recognizing that is hard. It is. It's not easy. We don't do that easily. Humans, we don't. But as we look inside, as we learn what makes me want to get up and do this, what sort of stops me, what was that part of my response that was stopping me? For this morning is too much clutter. My head would not let go of it. It's still there in the back of my mind, but I was able to stop it with this idea. This is the point for this class. I'm using what is a difficulty to create something positive that I hope will benefit someone else. That transformation and the ability to create that transformation is part of what I'd really like to teach. So that's part of why I'm talking about it. All right? It's much more philosophical concept. It's also a part of how we create the situation and the circumstance that we want. I can, and I'm going to show this real quick, and then we're going to do some practice. I can walk into a room, walk out, walk back in. Option 2. Option 3. which of those three is ready for practice? Number 3. Right? First one, very arrogant, very puffed up. Right? Here I am. Ha ha ha. Look at me. Not ready for practice. Look at me. Right? Now, I have to say that because I'm the model here, right? I'm the presenter and I'm telling you, hey, watch this. But if I come across with that, oh, look at me, looky, 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 yuck. Yuck. Who wants to watch that? All right? Seriously, I don't. So I don't want to do it. I don't want to create that environment. Second one. Oh boy, I was pretty depressed and dejected and really just not, it just wasn't happening. Right? I'm sad. I have some things that have made me sad. So, yeah, it's there. Not ready for practice. Not ready at all. You need to go sit down, need to go rest a little bit. You need to let go of some of that emotion. Third one, a little more balanced. Body placement's all right. I even stepped with my feet together. I was ready to salute. There we go. We're going to get started. That balance, which is what I was thinking. Wasn't thinking, turn off this, turn off that, deal with it. No, balance. Find the middle, find the center. This is still there, this is still there. It's all still, find the center. Balance both the breath and the body. Use that balance to balance the mind. Allow, not force, allow what's being the distraction, whatever it is that's being the distraction. Allow that to leave. Don't keep it. Don't hold on to it. Let it leave. Come back to center. We do this repeatedly in all of our movements. That return to center. That practice is much more subtle and gives us more subtle skills if we pay attention to them. Let's do just a little bit from shaking the tail feathers. This is set 10 in the 18 of Wudang Qigong. Pay attention to this idea that we're going to return to center all the way through, and that as the body turns from side to side, we're focused on center. So as I turn to the right, as I turn to the left, each time I turn, I'm focused on center. Keep the breath centered as well. Focus on the lower dantian. Everything returns to the chi high. See your chi, lower dantian. Pay attention to the center. Relax the body, relax the back. Bend the knees, open the hip, open the Open the Ming Men. Drop the hip. Open the Jiaji. Pull up through the neck. Excuse me. Jiaji. Yujin. Jade pillow here. Pull up through the neck. Jiaji. Open the shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Palms up. Breathe out. Press down. Bend the knees. Keep the back straight. Arms circle to the center. Press down. Center. Come across. Stay centered as you come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Open the body. Use the waist. Find the center. Find the circles. Small movements. Body should be quiet. Well placed and centered. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the lungs from the bottom. Use the diaphragm. Breathe in. Breathe out. Open the back. Press down. Breathe. Return to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Open the elbow in the center of the palm. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. Breathe out. Center, breathe in. Press down on both sides, breathe out. Push up through the crown of the head, raise the heels and lower. Stay there, breathe in. Breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. It is important to cycle the breath at the end, restore the balance from where you were in doing the exercise to, now we're finished with the exercise, let's go do something else. All right? As we finish with whatever the practice is, okay, so we had short physical practice this morning. So as we finish with whatever the practice is, we want to, and I say this seriously, put away our toys. I've opened up these body centers, I've paid attention to these things that I want to keep because they are part of my practice. But I don't want to be paying attention to them while I'm going about all my other things. I have other things to think about now. So I'm going to put my toys away. I'm going to take a couple of breaths. And now I'm finished with that. I'm ready to do something else. That part of practice is not only very important, it gives us a skill that we don't have otherwise. That ability to take a couple of breaths and get ready to go do something else makes a lot of difference in all sorts of things that have nothing to do with directly with Qigong practice. Cultivating the Qi, that inner energy. Jing, Qi, Shen. Qi, that inner breath. Also translated as that inner energy, that feeling that we get sometimes. Jing, energy. Shen, spirit. This combination, we cultivate this as part of our internal workmanship. We want to be able to decide, this is what I'm doing today, and be able to go do it. To not allow something to irritate us. Yeah, well, maybe it does, but we're not going to give in to that irritation today. We're going to do something else. That opportunity, be able to say, I'm going to decide this, is something that we want to recognize, and the skill to take advantage of it is most definitely something that we want to cultivate. All right, I'm going to stop for today. I understand that I've been a little bit more philosophical than I usually am, and I'll flag it for that. The foundations that we bring to our practice, what we're thinking about, how we're feeling, what we're doing, what's going on, all of that matters. How we deal with it, how we use it in our practice today, how we develop the skills that we want to develop, the things that we want to cultivate, how we use something we don't want to give us something that we do. Part of today's class. I thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed class today. I will be back next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Tai Chi review, I think, Qigong review, I'm working on that. Thursday and Friday, Qigong. Thanks for being here.